Okay, let's speed run this. If you want to watch a longer review, watch my other video. It is about a half hour long, but it is as much as I could possibly think of in digging into it. Otherwise, this is just going to be a quick, again, speed run, just run down on the whole entire thing. Stix, should you buy them, yes or no? If you are going to be dedicated in staying in the golf, getting into it and progressing on, you're getting into the high school team or whatever, yes, buy them. It is definitely worth every penny for what you're getting out of this. The bag being thrown in for an extra 150 bucks, stellar quality. Can't get over the fact that this honestly should be running about $250, $300 normally in retail shelves. For a carry stand bag, this is a good quality bag. I like the fact that it's got these little extra finger holes on it so you can just hook it, especially if you got fat fingers or a glove or something. This still allows you to get a good grip on it. It's got good padding. It's got pretty good weighting distribution to it. The pockets have more than enough accommodation space. As you can tell, there is a golf shirt and golf shoes in it existing right now, as well as a dozen golf balls. The irons themselves, they land about mid-size. They are pretty forgiving for what they are. For a cast iron, they're super simple. They're very basic. It is just a cupped cavity back, which has lower weight, good perimeter weighting to it. It's got a slightly thicker top line for confidence. It's got more than enough forgiveness packed in this for intermediate, beginning players, returning players, whatever. These are strong lofted, which means in your 7-iron is actually about a 6-iron, your 8-iron is about a 7-iron. The higher up you go, the flatter the face goes, which makes it easier to hit. Just note that your 4 hybrid is actually more of a 3 hybrid. Your hybrid, your fairway woods, and your driver are all draw bias, which means the face is slightly closed and slightly forward in relationship to the shaft, which helps you hit the ball left, because most beginning and intermediate players, as well as better players, have an issue hitting right, or if you're left-handed, which Stix does have left-handed clubs now, you're gonna go left. They're draw biased. It helps you hit the left side. If you're left-handed, it helps you hit to the right side, which is great. Graphite is of pretty decent quality. It's nothing really to go and do a big shout out for or praise it. You're getting what you pay for. They're good. You can get it in 3 different options of types and weights. So you can get different heights set for them based on how tall you are and where in relationship your wrist sits to the floor and so on and so forth. So you could get these ordered to your height. Depending on how fast you swing, they come in regular and stiff. You can get them in steel or graphite, again, regular and stiff. There is a women's set. There is not a senior set, but if you're a senior, go with the women's set. The only thing that's different with them is you get a couple more hybrids instead of irons, and the clubs have a glossy finish instead of kind of a matte finish to it. They're all blacked out. They have a nice red line at the bottom for alignment, which is great for beginners, because trying to line up off of the leading edge can be kind of misjudging. It teaches you to use your grooves. The black is great because it is not as distracting or reflective, especially in the grass. The wedges, these wedges are fantastic in my opinion. This is one of the shining examples of what actually can be good that's in here, next to how easy, and I do mean the woods are really easy to hit, but these wedges are of great quality. In my opinion, these rival the old Cleveland CG15s. Not only does it have a similar sole grind to it, but it also has a milling on the face, kind of like the Volkies. All of these grooves are pretty aggressive. They all generate a good amount of spin. The finish on it is relatively good quality. It's lasting over a year at this point with, I'd say, thousands of hits on them. The stuff that you're probably gonna wanna change out relatively quick is the putter, because in my honest opinion, this putter with this little club head cover that's magnetic, this putter is a joke. It's set up as a mallet hybrid for a blade. So you got the offset hosel, plus you got the flat front end like you do a traditional blade. We just got it dragged out lower end, which is supposed to give you a little bit better lower center of gravity and forgiveness through the hit. The weighting on it is just so weird and awkward. The grip is okay, but the putter, you're gonna wanna get a different putter relatively fast. This thing is kind of a joke in my opinion. The grips on all of them, they work, but if you start getting pretty sweaty hands, they're kind of hard to actually get a grip on, no pun intended. It's just these little stippled dots on a pretty smooth rubber finish. Yeah, your hands could dig into it. They are slightly soft, but they don't really have a tack or anything to it. So you're gonna wanna replace the grips at some point if you're gonna be playing these for a long time. That's pretty much what I got for just a quick rundown on it. Ultimately, if you're looking at getting into golf and staying in it and progressing and going on, this is a great option, whether it be the player set or the complete or whatever options you're looking at. These are great. The difference between the two sets that I've seen is you have a 12-piece set, which comes with 2 wedges. It'll give you a approach wedge that is 52 degrees, and it gives you a lob wedge at 60 degrees. If you don't get that set, you lose the 2 wedges and you get a 56 degree. The one club that I recommend everybody to get that this bag has that the standards don't is get the 5 wood. You could choose if you want the 5 iron or not, but get the 5 wood if you're gonna get this, because that's gonna help out in a lot of different aspects in your game more than you realize. So ultimately, if you have the money and you want to get into golf and stay into golf, this is worth every penny. If you haven't played for a long time, you have old clubs that they're either that worn out and shot and gone and the faces are starting to bowl in because you wore out the grooves that much, or you want something that's a little bit more forgiving but playable and stuff, here you go, get these. These are a fantastic option. I actually almost bought these in returning after 10 years of not playing. And honestly, I would have been happy with them, other than the fact this is a major downside next to how craptastic the putter is. Your driver and woods are short. And I don't mean in length. Well, technically the whole set runs slightly shorter than the rest, but they're short in distance. I lose about 20 yards from my Srixon ZX5 driver to this Stix driver. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that these are regular flex and I hit stiff to extra stiff, or if it's just something the way that the club face is, the shaft is. There's something about them that are short, but they are easy to hit. So again, in my honest opinion, worth every penny. Couldn't be any happier with it. I think they should be a little bit cheaper, but hey, in this day and age, golf is one of the most expensive things you get into next to motorcycles and jewelry, obviously. But it's a good investment to actually get started and grow into or grow out of. This is a set that honestly should retail for more than what it really is. But the fact that it is going for as cheap as it is way better than any cheap starting set that you can pick up off the shelf. I'm even saying I would pick these over the Callaway Edge set that's like 600 bucks. So if you're looking at trying to possibly get these, you're considering them, whatever, pull the trigger, do it. We did. My wife was happy with them. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with them too. Stix, if you're watching this, I might change some of my opinions on this. If you want to send me a set in stiff and steel and maybe the adjustable driver, So jokes aside, if you have any questions or anything like that that I didn't touch on this, you can either watch the other video that might be able to answer it, or you can leave a comment down below. I can answer it to the best of my opinion. I have been playing these alongside my wife for over a year, just because new toy, I like to play with it. So get yourself a set of Stix, try to keep it in the fairway. Have a good one.